My girlfriend's a 5th grade teacher, so I get yearly updates on all I've been able to see throughout the years, the slang change. And I try to pick it up just to annoy her and my sister, who has young boys who speak in the same retarded. They've got a whole new one too. They grew up on Roblox with all the pedophiles, so they've got a whole new lexicon of slang.
All I've heard about Roblox is that it's kind of like a Minecraft where you can create games, but there's apparently a lot of sinister older men on there. Is that?
Oh yeah, lots. Yeah, lots.
That's like a known quantity. They're like, that's what
I've heard jokes, but I don't know how true it is.
I think it's true. I mean, it's hard to get these goddamn pedophiles. They're so good at just not saying I'm a pedophile.
That's a core competency.
It's real tricky.
And there's so many of them. There's so many of them. It's like
there really are.
It's one of those things where, like, if you're in a boat and you throw a net out, you pull it up, you wouldn't get a fish. But you throw a net out looking for pedophiles. Every single time they try to catch one, they win. You know what I mean? You go fishing, you might not get a bite. But if I start looking for a pedo right now, I could log into a couple of sites. I'll get you one in an hour, right?
Yeah,
it's so easy that all of those YouTube channels sprouted up that are just doing it willy nilly and like hitting guys in the back of the head with pumpkins at Walmart and shit for being pedo.
They just get away with it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Have you seen the Noodly Ped game?
No,
I had this guy on my show. He tricks pedophiles into meeting up with him, and then he gives them quiz questions. And if they answer if they miss any of the quiz questions, he calls the police on them.
That's funny.
Well, and he tells them that to their face. He's like, "Hey, you're on the Newly Ped game, the game show for pedophiles, where if you don't answer my questions, I'm going to call the police." And then he'll kind of they'll be like, "I'm not a pedophile." And he goes, "No, look, I was pretending to be 14. You said you'd meet here. You're going to fuck me. You sent me a picture of your dick, but let's play the game." And he asks them really simple, "Are you smarter than a 5th grader?" style questions. He's really, dude. He's really funny. You should have him on. Or
that's hilarious.
I want to watch some of that. Honestly, I just want to steal his idea to make it better. I want Taylor to be waiting in a singlet. All right, you got to pin Taylor.
I have a notepad, and I'm like, not so young and attractive, am I?
If you can wrestle Taylor, if you can pin Taylor in his onesie and his big show, then we won't call the cops.
Exactly.
Just like the big show. You have to wrestle
I'm the big show from WWE. I'm the actual guy.
We do it like one of those 60s shows where there are 3 doors he has to choose between, and behind one of them is Taylor in the big show singlet, and like behind door number 3 is the cops, and then maybe the other door it seems like he gets away. It's like an empty hallway, but we just beat him up at the end of the hallway or something. Or
no, it's a little boy from behind, and then you turn around, he's a midget. Like I stab him, he shivs him.
Yeah, we have to set it up so there's no real winning.
Look at this little boy's butt.
If you could,
it was a man.
It was a man the whole time. You can tell from his big dwarf head.
I would watch the shit out of that. And if you could even make him sign a waiver, you could make him do some Ninja Warrior shit. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
This is so funny. The Newly Ped game. That's such a funny concept. I'm gonna like some of these so I can watch them later.
Newly Ped.
This guy. We should get old Rascal McGovern's.
I'm down to speak to Rascal McGovern's. I love that he locked down old EDP. That guy had to be stopped. He was out there sending doo-doo snaps and stuff. You can't be having that. You know about this dick? That EDP sending the doo-doo snaps?
The name sounds familiar, but there's just so many pedophiles that
EDP's the giant fat black one who was like a YouTuber.
Okay.
I call him 400 pounds, I guess. And these guys have a sense of humor. Our boy Rascal McGovern's, aka what's his real fucking name?
Alex Rosen.
By the way, someone said Alex Rosen. You were telling me Alex Rosen was pumping 200-pound dumbbells incline bench, which is the kind of strength that I can only imagine. That sounds like some superhuman shit. Pumping 400 pounds essentially for reps is crazy.
He's challenging Harley for the title of world's biggest Jew.
Didn't we meet him, Taylor, at Range Day?
I don't know if I met him.
I did. He was huge.
He's perfect for his job because they're terrified.
Man.
At the time, I didn't know who he was.
So all the pedos are terrified when this dude shows up, and he'll like low key bully them. Not even low key. He'll be like, he'll make fun of how fat they are. He's like the girl. I think EDP one. He had EDP bring cupcakes or some shit, and he's like, I'm surprised. I think he'd eaten one or something. Yeah. Oh shit. This is a different time that EDP got caught. I think maybe even because the funny part of EDP is the one on the left. He's the pedophile. He's been caught at least twice by like YouTube pedo catchers.
Okay.
And I think this Zach is telling me this guy's name is Gideon. I guess I don't know who this guy on the right is, but I'm guessing this is the second time he was caught because the first time it wasn't in this location. Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude keeps showing up, and they embarrass him by like, he's talking to the fake child, which is just Rascal McGovern's like trolling, and he's like, "Yeah, send me pictures of your doo-doo. I like that." And he's like, that would have been a red flag for me, right? I'd be like, I don't think you're a 14-year-old girl anymore. But instead, EDP is like, ka-cheek! Like, yeah, here's my doo-doo. What do you think? And he's like, ooh, nice and loose or whatever, Oh, it's super embarrassing. That's rough.
It was
this guy called into my show. He's a listener, and because when this stuff first started happening with the pedophile hunting, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I do that." He was in Australia, and he goes, "Yeah, I do. I'm talking to them, and I get them to like send me video and stuff, and then I meet up with them, and I make them take me to an ATM and pull out their max amount, and then I kick the shit out of them, and then I report them." I was like, "Oh, that's like a bunch of crimes." Yeah. I'm going to, I'm going to court like next week for one of them. Yeah, but I think I'm going to get off. And I'm like, all right, well, that's cool. I mean, I don't tell criminals not to do crimes. I'm not the police. So I don't have a death wish.
I can get behind that kind of vigilante justice, especially in Australia. Like an Australian guy confronting you, like that would be the funniest possible guy. Where he's like, "Well,
all right,
what's
all this then?"
Didn't quite what he thought it was he? Yeah, I wouldn't like.
Yeah.
Do you watch any of this content, Caleb?
Yeah, I watched some People versus Preds. My favorite is I'm gonna find my poop pills. There's a guy in CVS, and he's a little Asian guy, and he's like, I'm trying to find my poop pills, and then he gets in a Nissan Juke, and he drives away and crashes it. He's crazy.
Yeah, it's a great.
I love that video.
They're chasing him, pedophile, and it almost seems like a skit. He's so weird and manic.
It's so bad. It's so insane that the guy recording the pedophile catcher is like caught very off guard. He's like, "Is this real?" Like he doesn't even know what the fuck's going on. It's
See if you
unbelievable.
can find it, Zach. We could probably play it. I mean, it's
one of the best Predator videos that exists.
Is that Alex Rosen or a different guy?
It's a different guy.
It's People versus Preds, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was.
But wrecks his car in the parking lot trying to escape the like pedo hunters. Yeah, I love that. That's a new genre of YouTube video. I love
good content.
They're making it difficult. I wonder if they ever get a kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like are kids even that stupid to be lured somewhere?
And they're kids, and like these are like adults trying to trick them. Like so
yeah, but clearly they're not very smart adults.
Tale as old
we've
as time.
seen the kind of people who do this. They're not the best and brightest.
It is good that now they have to fear giant guys like Alex Rosen being there on the other end of it, just beating them savagely. That's a good thing. Probably minimizes some of these guys who would otherwise try to do it.
Well, I mean, I don't know if every time I opened the fridge to get a beer, might be a big guy there beating me up, I would still do it.
Fair enough. If I knew there was like a 5% chance there was a large man guarding my family size, like a kindergarten class box of goldfish that I have in my pantry,
I still need that beer.
I still need some snacks. Yeah, you still need the beer, need the treats, the cake. Yeah, they're addicted to being bad. Those pedos. Nobody likes those guys. Well, that one guy with the island liked them, but he's gone.
What guy?
Jeff Steen,
the financier.
Yeah, the successful businessman who had some ties to who's to say. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein, financier.
Whoa. We don't talk about the ties, okay? You get in a little bit of trouble when you start talking about them ties. You get debanked, motherfucker. Be careful.
Sir.
Yeah, we don't want to get Kanye'd.
No, leave them
What's
alone.
he up to? Is he back to having fun online?
I think he's back on Twitter, I heard.
Really?
Right? I was so shocked that after Kanye had done all the anti-Jew stuff, that during the Gaza conflict, he didn't try to interject and be like, you see, and try to get some of that love. Like he just didn't say a word though. I was shocked that he didn't.
They sicked that naked lady on him. Now where'd she go? Is she still around?
They did. Who was that lady who's naked with him all the time?
Yeah. They're like trash bag wearing Italian.
Yeah.
They
First of all,
that naked lady on him.
That lady's so goddamn like she looks like a blow up sex doll or something. That had to be like fetish play, right? That had to be him enjoying like embarrassing her and like showing her off and making her be naked in public, and her enjoying that too, and him just be like, wear this shit. She's like, those aren't clothes. That's just a tap. That's a napkin from Denny's.
All right, here's three pieces of duct tape, and now we're gonna walk around the city while I'm dressed like the Wizard of Oz. It's like, all right, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, it was great. Like there was a whole subreddit devoted to that. That chick. I think it's since been deleted. All the good ones get got. But it was just like I saw that lady's pussy every day for 3 weeks or something like that earlier this year. It was great. Bianca Sensori. Yeah. What a cool name.
We do a similar kind of humiliation play here where I leave my shoes in the middle of the room and then I get yelled at every day for doing it. I don't know if you guys have ever played that game.
That sucks.
To spice up your sex life. It's a lot of fun.
Sucks.
Do you ever do it just to antagonize her a little bit? Kick those shoes off?
Well, now I do it every time. Every morning when she's at work, I get all my shoes from the closet, dump them in the middle of the room. I go down to Salvation Army, grab shoes out of the bin, bring them home, drop them all over the place. It's fun.
Dude, you have a kid now. I think you might be the only person to have defeated the Chris Chan medallion.
Oh, I am the demon. I didn't want to tell you guys to ruin the surprise, but that's why.
Yeah, I think I've
been messing up everyone else's life. I thought it would be funny.
Like the curse of the Chris Chan amulet, right, Kyle? That little Sonichu. You're still muted, bud. Behind there.
The curse of the Sonichu is probably the only thing I don't know about. I know all about Sonichu. I know about all the fictional nonsense. I've seen the videos. I know who Chris Chan is. But what is the curse of the Sonichu?
Well, Dick probably knows it better than me. He has the medallion.
Well, pretty much like every influencer who gets one of these, or every YouTube person who gets one of these medallions, they put it on and then their life gets all fucked up.
Hang on a minute.
Mine's got a pube in it too, so it's extra powered.
What else are on? Put that down. Put that down. You got a baby in the oven.
That's one of. You think that's one of Chris's? That's one of Chris's pubes.
I think so. I don't know if it's coming off his cock or off of his chest, but it's I would rather have a cock pube than a chest pube from a lovely lady like Christine Chan.
Someday those will be treasured like Egyptian glyphs.
It's like the
thousands of years from now.
Nobody want, you don't want, like, you open the Necronomicon in a horror story and you're like, oh, there's a pube in it. Like, that's never really. Nobody wants like a curse that has a pube in it, right?
Imagine if there was a pube on the Shroud of Turin.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, this dates it to Jesus, but nobody wants it now.
Like, imagine like you hearing voices, but it's not like the traditional demon. It's just you hear Chris being like, and then in the year 3000, Sonic and Tails will return and save the world from Megazord, and just his ridiculous wailings. That guy, and isn't he having a kid?
No, that was a hoax.
That was fake news.
Oh, really? Is it true?
I read it. I didn't know if it was true or not. I saw something about, Chris Chan is pregnant. Oh my God, on Reddit. But then I read up on it and couldn't find any real evidence. But you wouldn't think you would find any real evidence.
No. Well, for that guy, you would, because he has to be the most documented, like, lolcow of all time.
Yeah. Wait, what the fuck am I talking about? That's not a...
What?
For a second, I considered the possibility that Chris Chan could actually get pregnant, and I just... I didn't think it all the way through. I know it's absurd. Just for the first time.
I thought you were saying that he's pregnant colloquially, like the way people will say we're pregnant.
We're pregnant.
Are you gonna start saying that, Dick? Are you gonna go to friends and say we're pregnant?
Yeah, I'm gonna do just the most annoying shit ever.